Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. This to Devontae Adams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the guy off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
43!
Throwing down is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Demir Byrd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
Now!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That'll be taken in by Demir Byrd. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? That's what the most step. You go to them early on.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak in this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing and let the opponent deal with that.
Ready? Yellow.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Easy. Yellow. Hey, 57.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take the 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more of what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Express! Hey, 734!
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere, the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Yellow! Yellow! Hey, yellow, go going, go going, go going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
Don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we get guys quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Yellow.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line pregame. Get used to the ground shaking, so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage a play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The sneak successful from a yard out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 2. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Attack, attack!
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
High down these two, high down these two. Hey, 57.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
White. Kill.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Express! Ain't no way!
Again, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the gun, they'll try to run it. push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Yellow.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
15. Hey, color. Easy.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be paying back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
Carr now on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it on the move past the 40. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on the drive? This could cost them.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to press the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw his Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one. They may come back to it again.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Yellow!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game worked incredibly well.
They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
3 yards on the pick up there, and it'll be second down.
15! Attack, attack!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yellow!
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43! 43! Hey, let's go!
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 57, 57.
Talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Yellow, yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Yellow.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him, and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Yellow.
Holmes will try again on 2nd down. They'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, Ripley.
Mahomes now on first down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated as a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already. They're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
694.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
637.
Here's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
15.
On first down, the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew it would be a situation where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands off out of the gun, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that. Like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yellow.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And
Yellow.
They had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense.
Yellow.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
15.
Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Color.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Waller taking it in over the middle. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants a chance.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
We're good.
And making the big time.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.